Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet again another edition to the Joe Ross 2K9 channel. Today's a very special day, as I'm sure some of you are aware of. Monday night will be draft night, and obviously it's going to be a few superstars are going to be switching brands, so I'm going to get into some of my predictions and some of the people that I believe that should be through in the next few minutes. But now we're gonna do, a guy just sent me a comment there, Mr. Creep Earism. He has kindly sent a message to me. His channel is below. Please subscribe to him. He took a lot of time, picking out some of the guys, and if you guys want your basically your channel to be shouted out on channel, just send me a comment below and I'll help you out. I'll just send a link or something on your channel as well. So he commented saying, moving to Raw, he would like to see Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio, Wade Barrett, Kane, and Big Show. Moving to SmackDown, he would like to see Randy Orton, Miz, Sheamus, John Morrison, and Sin Cara. So yeah, that's his predictions. Big headliners on some of his predictions, but we're gonna get into some of my predictions and who I believe should be drafted. So I've picked 7 superstars altogether on each brand who should be drafted. We're going to start in alphabetical order. First person is going to be Alex Riley. The reason being, he's constantly with the Miz, and I think he's a fantastic wrestler, and I think he needs to progress more. And I think the only way he's going to progress more is away from the Miz, and the only way to do that is really move him to SmackDown. So Alex Riley would be my first pick. Second pick would be Evan Bourne. This guy has a lot of potential. Possibly the new Jeff Hardy. Possibly the latest high flyer. Arguably probably one of the best high flyers in the business now. Evan Bourne would be my pick to SmackDown. The reason being, Raw's got a lot of star power, and I think you would need to move him to SmackDown for about a year. Give him a wee bit, give him a push on SmackDown, let people see him what he really is, and then move him to Raw, and then get him, I would like to see Evan Bourne in the Intercontinental Championship lineup, for trying to enter against him. I'd like to see him be an Intercontinental Champion, but yeah, Evan Bourne would be my second pick. Third pick would be Michael Cole. Now, I actually strongly believe this is going to happen. The reason why I say it is because the announcers need a good shake-up. It's been a lot of sort of three-way sort of commentating, and it's not really as good. So yeah, in my estimation, I think it's going to be on Raw. It's going to be Jerry the King Lawler and JR, and I think on SmackDown it's going to be Michael Cole and Booker T for commentating on SmackDown. So I think that's what the lineup's going to be. So Michael Cole's going to be drafted to SmackDown, and he's not going to be shifting left, right and centre to whatever brand he wants to now. He's going to be shifted straight to SmackDown and stay in SmackDown. Well, I hope anyway. Next pick is going to be Natalya. Fantastic Divas champion, and I think I would like to see her. There's a lot of divas in and around SmackDown that she could have massive feuds with, and that's the reason why I would move her to SmackDown. The next person is a guy who I actually truly think should definitely move to SmackDown. It's a man called R-Truth. Reason being, he's recently turned heel, and I think in order for people to see if he's good at a heel or not is to move him to SmackDown and to see what product he brings to SmackDown, and then move him from then if he progresses and he's absolutely fantastic as a heel, then move him from SmackDown to Raw again. So yeah, I think R-Truth should definitely be moved to SmackDown. Next pick is really, it probably will not happen, but there has to be a massive headliner going to SmackDown, I think, from Raw. That person can either be John Cena or Randy Orton. I've went for Randy Orton. So I think Randy Orton's going to be drafted to SmackDown. A lot of people might say he's going to wipe the board of SmackDown and blah blah blah. But you know, in all fairness, I think SmackDown really need Randy Orton, and I like to see him sort of for the World Heavyweight, you know, competing for the World Heavyweight Championship. I could see a feud with him and Christian, or possibly a feud with him and Alberto Del Rio. Whether or not he may turn heel or not when he goes to SmackDown is another case. My last one for Raw is with Yoshitatsu. Reason being, the guy's a fantastic athlete. They need to push him a wee bit more to the mid card. Nah, he's not even mid card. He's sort of like he keeps jobbing all the time, and I would like to see him more of a mid carder. I'd like to see him competing for the Intercontinental Championship along with Evan Bourne. And yeah, and I'd like to see R-Truth as well, because I think he would be a fantastic heel in and around the mid card, you know, in and around the mid card sort of group on SmackDown. So we're gonna move to SmackDown now, and my next pick will be Beth Phoenix. Reason being, I think that I could see a possible feud with her and Awesome Kong on Raw. Bella Twins, they're on Raw, and I could see Beth Phoenix like trying to compete for the Divas Championship, and all of a sudden Awesome Kong comes out of the blue and she competes against Beth Phoenix. I could see a massive feud there with them. Second would be a guy who has completely changed over the last few days, and I'm not talking about his gimmick, I'm talking about his whole attitude, and you know, I got the character that is developed within him, and that's really Cody Rhodes. The dashing sort of gimmick really was getting old, and they've really come up with a gimmick that has become very, very popular among people. Third, I actually have to hurry up here because my video isn't going to last that long. Third is Drew McIntyre. Once again, I would like to see him with Sheamus in a tag team. Fourth would be Jack Swagger, simply because I think he's progressed a lot in SmackDown, and I think he needs to move up to Raw and compete for the WWE Championship. Next is Kane. He was fantastic carrying the World Heavyweight Championship last year, and yeah, I think he should move to Raw. Next is Michelle McCool. Reason being is that the sort of leg cool sort of group, their fraction, are breaking up, and I think the only way to really properly break them up is make her turn proper heel, make Layla turn face, and yeah, just make her go to Raw, and she can be along the likes of Beth Phoenix when she moves to SmackDown and compete against Awesome Kong as well. So yeah. Next is a controversial pick. I wasn't really too sure whether or not this would happen or not. It would be Justin Gabriel. Justin Gabriel, I think, would be fantastic in Raw. I'd like to see him compete in the proper mid card and compete for the US Championship. And yeah, I could see him along the lines of that. Reason why I also say it is because their core group, it looks like they're breaking up. Also, he threw Wade Barrett over the top rope, and Wade Barrett wasn't happy, so it might be a breakup with the core. So that's the reason why I say that. And the next is a guy called Chris Masters. I think he really needs to be pushed, possibly to the mid card sort of section of Raw. I'd like to see him compete for the US Championship as well. Now, as I said in my last video, I thought I'd do something a bit fun. So I've picked three guys. For, like, what would happen if WWE merged with TNA, or TNA merged with WWE. I know a lot of people don't like me saying that, because everyone's just like, oh, I prefer TNA, I prefer WWE. Actually, in my last video, I actually stuck up for TNA for the good part. But a lot of people didn't. They don't really understand. But you know, all negative comments are welcome, both positive and negative. Next comments, I'm gonna the three main characters I believe that should be drafted to TNA is AJ Styles. Beer Money, I know there are two people, but you know you can't have one without the other. Beer Money and Kazarian. I would move AJ Styles to Raw. Beer Money to SmackDown, and I would move Kazarian to SmackDown as well. And I would have them three come in and out of both Raw and SmackDown, have their own sort of refraction group. But anyway, so guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and you know, realistically, I try to really do more of a realistic approach to the draft. And this is very up to date, by the way. This is actually, and I'll tell you the date now. The date is the 22nd of April 2011. I know a lot of you have been looking through videos and they're completely, I mean, some of them still have Edge in them, and some of them still have like people from like a year ago. Like, I seen one video with like some guy. It's like I seen a video with Jeff Hardy in it, and it was for the 2011 draft. And I was just like, alright, you people clearly haven't done your research. But anyway, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe and check out the channel below that the guy sent a comment. So thank you. And by the way, I'm signing out.